just how you open that door of opportunity?
Yeah, sure. I mean, if we're going to count, let's count GH in this particular case, my first big break. My managers knew Mark Teschner. And I have a really...
Mark Teschner is...
the casting executive for ABC. And I have a really informal, friendly relationship with my managers. We hang out all the time, work related or no. Just over at their house. And he was just like, you should meet Mark. All right, cool, Mark. Let's meet Mark. Let's go meet Mark. So, so I made a phone call and I ended up at Mark's office. And it wasn't like an audition per se, because there was no part. I was just there to have a chat and show up on the radar screen. And then 3 weeks later, I got a phone call that I was going to do the same thing with Frank Valentini. And so I did. And Frank does his New York EP thing where he kind of, it's like, all right, kid, do your thing.
You actually auditioned, you did a scene?
Well, I did a scene with Mark. I met with Mark the first day. We just were talking for a long time, and he printed me some pages. And I memorized stuff really, really fast, so probably didn't throw an Oscar-winning or an Emmy-winning performance in my audition, but I memorized things incredibly quickly. So, like, he sent me out to the hallway, and I came back in. He was like, "You're good." I was like, "I don't know if I'm good, but I know it. So let's give it a go." And then he's like, "Awesome, you don't suck. Well, thanks for coming in," and that'll be that. And then I did it again for Frank, and Frank did the same thing. He's like, "Awesome, you don't suck. We'll talk to you when we talk to you." And then 3 weeks later, I had a screen test with Kirsten, and then the rest, as they say, is history.
Man, mine was.
Give me that microphone. Before I forget where I started.
Yeah, mine. No, it's been a while. Let me see. Mine started on a Coors Light commercial.
I did a course on a commercial that never aired.
I hate it when that happens.
In fact, I just shot one a couple weeks ago. Okay, so mine was a Coors Light commercial, and my agent kept telling me, shave your beard, I can't work for you. This was in like 2008, and I'm like, well, black people don't really shave their face unless we're politicians. So I was like, can I have a little bit of swag? It's just like, I can't book you. And then one day, out of the blue, when my agent at the time was not calling me for anything, she called me up and said, 12:30, you have an appointment. I was at work. Fortunately, I got off early, and I made it there. I left my beard where it was. I mean, and man, I went in there and killed it, did the call back, killed it, and then shot the commercial, and that, as they say, put me on the radar, because then that opened up a lot of doors with Tyler Perry and other big names, and then that's when the small co-stars and guest star spots started happening. And then I booked another couple of commercials, and that's when Mark Teschner saw. I had an AT&T commercial out in 2014, and I was a spokesman for the 2015 Mercedes-Benz C-Class. And Mark loved that spot, and he was like, okay, this guy can hold dialogue. And when you do a commercial, talking about a car, you can't riff, you can't improvise, you gotta talk about that car specifically.
Without sounding like you're selling it.
Without sounding like a salesman. Like you're talking to your buddy in the garage. And I'm like, I don't talk like wood grain, oak, and I don't even remember the details, but anyway, Mark was impressed. And then he brought me in and wanted me to meet Frank. I didn't meet Frank until a year later. I auditioned for the part of Dr. Maddox, didn't get it. And then they created Curtis for me.
Yeah, you don't look like a Dr. Maddox.
What's funny is my whole career, I was playing doctor on both Days and Young and the Restless. Doctor.
I mean,
So now when I booked it, people are like, oh, so you're a doctor. And I'm like, actually, on the hospital show, I'm not a doctor.
Yeah, I get that a lot too. If they don't watch the show, they're like, oh, General Hospital.
You're a doctor.
That's unusual, actually, for somebody to kind of kick their career off with a commercial. Did you speak in another commercial? Or course?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's all about me.
Was it about the beer?
It might have been about some beer or something in a can. And I was like this.
Yeah, it's unusual, I will say, so people obviously won't like this one. No, it's true. Like, you don't hear a lot of people say, yeah, I got my big break with a commercial.
You'd be surprised. Commercial, I didn't even
You'd be
speak.
surprised.
I worked for, my first commercial was Corona. All I did was walk around on the beach for a couple of days.
Both you guys have that beer.
Pretty rad.
I do not have it.
I like beer, so that's a good thing.
I don't care, as long as they pay. And put me
It
out
worked
there.
out good.
That's it.
I got a vacation out of it, that was my thing. I like to travel.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
That's
people-
the best part. That's what I miss. That's what I miss.
They always say, do they pay you in beer?
No.
You get like a lifetime supply of, do you get a Mercedes?
Here's a funny story. You know, Burt Reynolds, when he did Smoking the Bandit, he was supposed to get a lifetime yearly supply of those Trans Ams. Somewhere along the line of 1986, they stopped. He's still kind of pissed off. But I actually started in Florida. I took drama in high school in Montreal, but I didn't for 1 second consider it an option. I was taking business in school in college. A buddy of mine wanted to take some acting classes in Orlando. We did it. We did a showcase, 10 weeks of acting classes, showcase at the end. Some local people came by, production people, agents, directors, hooked up with an agent, started working right away, and booked Sequest DSP with Roy Scheider that was shot. Oh, yeah. Shot and that was an awesome, we did like a 2-hour season premiere, because they moved from LA and came out here, season 2. And we did this thing about these genetically engineered soldiers, season 2-hour season premiere, and that was great. Just out here, we shot in St. Pete Beach, and we did a lot of stuff out here, and that was amazing. So from there, I went to Vancouver, and just found the best acting teachers I could find, and just started working in Vancouver, and doing a lot of shows up there, Poltergeist, and Outer Limits, and all these shows, sci-fi shows, and a bunch of other stuff, and ended up down in the States. All my children. Yeah, I'm the infamous Michael Camus.
Ooh.
So yeah, try to make that as short and sweet as possible. It's never, the problem is it's never a short journey. It's never a short journey. I mean, you know, I think I tried to find the best acting teachers that I could find. I didn't waste my time with, you know, the guy around the corner. I just had to go straight to the top and have somebody pull me into that class, because you can't get into those classes. You just have to make friends with somebody that's in
A
that
lot of
class.
money spent on classes and parking tickets.
Man, parking tickets in LA, unbelievable.
I have this hypothesis that like all of the audition houses in LA have a deal with LA City Council that there's going to be nothing but permit parking for 2 miles in all directions.
Right?
All the time. And if it's a major thoroughfare, it's more than just permit parking, it's an empty gridlock zone, so you can't even stop. So they really make it really difficult for you to get there. You either walk a really long ways, or find a grocery store and then park it in the parking lot, pray to God they don't tow your car while you're stuff like that. You know, you walk out and you're just like, I know I parked here.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe it's like 2 aisles over, and you just walk back and forth for like 15 minutes hoping that you're missing it. But if I drive a Jeep, so you're not missing it. It's not
It's
there.
gone.
It's just not there.
Yeah, you learn about beep beep beep.
Yeah.
I have a theory that, in fact, the Coors Light commercial I was talking about, when I came out, I had a ticket. And I've got maybe 2 or 3 more tickets. But each time I get a ticket, I book it. So, I sort of flip it. Like, when I get a ticket,
Oh, wow.
That's a fair share.
even if I'm not auditioning, I get a ticket, I'm like, something good's about it.
I usually book something when I plan a vacation.
That too.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, we're going to France.
Always.
No, we're not.
Always.
All right. Any other questions?
But we're not complaining.
No?
No, just explain.
Yeah.
I gotta use that one.
Thank you. Just explain. Got it.
I usually book it when I feel like I've completely flopped. Like I walk out, they're like, so how did it go? Answer that question.
Brad Pitt said that. Brad Pitt said that a lot.
Like if I walk out of the room and I'm just like, I'm gonna go have a whiskey, I think. Or 3. And forget that happened.
Yeah.
Actually, I do have a question.
It's so weird. Yeah. Brad Pitt has said the same thing. He goes, yeah, well, how was that? Oh, I shot all over the room. And then they book the roll.
A couple of days later, yeah. You did a
Yeah,
good.
for me, I always know if I book it when I leave the room. I never,
Yeah.
I have that feeling of like, okay, I nailed that. And, you know, if I don't get it, not my fault. They went.
Right.
You.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
It feels good to be in that space where
Yeah.